on Tao of Jeet, page 172. When studying combinations of kicks and hands, re-examine the idea of the most economical moves for yourself and those moves most direct to the opponent in light of combination movement. Shift back and forth from leg to hand, from hand to leg, and vary the heights. Go high, low, high, or safety triples, low, high, low, high. Use natural follow-ups between the lead hand, jab, hook, back fist, shovel path, and the rear hand, straight cross, overhand, hammer. Likewise, find the natural follow-ups between the lead leg, side kick, hook, straight, upward, reverse, vertical, horizontal, and the rear leg, straight thrust at various heights, spin kicks, hooks at various heights. What are the natural follow-ups between hand and leg or leg and hand? Examine the possibilities in all branches of footwork, advancing, retreating, circling right, circling left, additional movements like parallel sliding. Examine the natural follow-ups for blows that miss or fall short and study the defensive accompaniments. Explore the types of opponent reactions to a miss. Nurse the on-guard position. Examine all the physical movements in order to facilitate returning quickly to the on-guard position and being able to attack and defend from wherever you end up or could end up. Counterattacking is a subtle art. Refer to the man using it. Safer to the man using it and more damaging to his opponent. Attacking by force sometimes does little damage because the opponent is moving in the same direction as the force. He's going with the punches, removes their sting. With two evenly matched competitors, the advantage lies with the man who counters because when a man leads, he cannot help but expose more than the one who remains on guard. Any commitment automatically opens an invitation or target area. Instead of making a false attack, change of engagement, trapping or beating the hand, the invitation may be used to provoke the opponent to attack. The provoker may then parry, block, or avoid the opponent's attack and follow with the counterattack. A double hit is the result of the opponent using the same tactic, making an invitation with the first hit and hitting into his adversary as he tries to counter. An invitation may also be performed by purposely leaving a target area open while in a defensive position.
So, quick comment or question on that. So that's with the lead person leaving, like they're attacking, but they're leaving the place open to kind of draw people in. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
To counter, you must avoid being hit and succeed in hitting your opponent while he is still out of position as a result of missing you. You must act instinctively and instantaneously. This is possible through faithful drilling. Once you learn to counter instinctively, you can devote your awareness to your broad plan of battle. According to boxing, avoiding your opponent's lead, the first part of counter fighting may be done in 3 ways. Make him miss by slipping it, ducking it, or drawing away from it. You can guard the deflect straight punches by turning them away from you, causing them to miss and expend themselves. You can block the punch with a part of your body which can stand this punching. A few blocks are recommended. It is much better for you and more tiring for the opponent if he misses. Any active man can be taught to lead and recover with power and rapidity because the motions are more or less mechanical and he can choose his own time for starting the machinery. It is far different with countering. The leader chooses the time and also that portion of his target about to be exposed. The man who counters is in somewhat similar position to one who starts a race at his opponent's go. Anticipation is the secret of countering, and therefore it is preferable to feint your man into making a lead rather than to wait for him to do so.
I want to make a comment on that last part too. It kind of gives me to think like on the yin and yang, like by what's that? The soft overcomes the hard. Like you, I guess for a person who's looking to counter, you want somebody to take the lead so you can counter. Like you put them in a situation to take the lead.
Yes. That's why when you guys spar, I want you guys to kind of try to take, turns attacking. Not take turns, but balance out the attacking, because when you attack your opponent, you allow him the opportunity to work in his countering. But if you just constantly wait for him to attack first, then you're the only one who's working on countering, So if you both, work on each equally, then it's good. A counterattack is an offensive action delivered on the opponent's attack in such a way that it gains a period of movement time from it. Counters are a simple combination of the most elementary defensive and offensive moves. Avoidance of the opponent's lead by defensive means. Delivery of corresponding counter hits. Samples. Lead. Jab. Snap back counter jab. Jab. Slip outside counter jab. Lead swing or hook. Guard with rear forearm and counter jab. Jab. Push aside with rear hand. Shovel body hook with lead. Rear swing or hook. Beat opponent to punch with fast jab. Jab. Slip inside. Rear hand body blow for counter. Jab. Slip inside left cross. Jab. Slip inside left cross. Lead swing or hook. Beat opponent to punch with left cross. Rear cross. Duck under, counter to groan or weave to left body thrust. Rear cross or swing. Guard with left forearm. Return with left jab. When practicing counters, first work on good form and later on speed. Always follow up and press your advantage after countering until the opponent goes down or fights back. The counterattack is not a defensive action, but a method of using an opponent's offense as a means to the successful completion of one's own attack. The counterattack is an advanced phase of offense requiring a foreknowledge of specific openings which will result from attack by the opponent. The counterattack calls for the greatest skill and the most perfect planning and the most delicate execution of all fighting techniques. It uses as tools all the main techniques: blocking, guarding, parrying, slipping, bobbing and weaving, ducking, sidestepping, feinting, drawing and shifting. It uses all phases of grappling, kicking and hitting. Besides a mastery of techniques, the counterattack requires exact timing, unerring judgment, and cool, calculated poise. It means careful thought, daring execution, and sure control. It is the greatest art in fighting, the art of the champion. There are numerous counters which may be used for every lead. But for each particular occasion, there is one counter that is most effective in that situation. Action must be instantaneous, and where there is a wide choice of action, instant action is difficult, if not impossible, unless the right action has been previously conditioned. Conditioning, guided by overall awareness, then becomes the keystone of the counterattack. Conditioning is a process whereby a specific stimulus will cause a specific reaction. A repeated stimulus eventually creates an action pattern in the nervous system. Once this pattern is established, the more presence of the stimulus will cause a specific action. Such action is the instantaneous and almost unconscious, which is necessary for effective countering. Conditioned action should be the result of intense and concentrated practice of planned action patterns in response to every lead. Such action should be practiced slowly for hours, days, weeks, always in response to certain leads. Finally, the lead itself will automatically bring the right counter. Fighting should be done with the head, not with the hands or feet. It is true that during the time of actual fighting, one does not think of how to fight, but rather of the weakness or strength of the opponent, of possible openings and opportunities. Fighting will never reach the stage of a true art unless performance of skill is made automatic and the cortex free to think and to associate, to make plans and to judge. The higher nerve centers always retain control and will act when necessary. It is like pressing a button to start or stop a machine. In consideration of countering, there are three factors that must be understood: the lead of the opponent, the method of avoiding the lead, the counter blow, kick, or grappling itself. The lead of the opponent is important in that it determines the side of the body open to attack. A right lead exposes the right side of the body, while lead with the rear hand exposes almost all of the upper trunk. To avoid leads, it must be decided whether the counterattack should be one- or two-handed. Blocking, guarding, stopping, parrying, all leave one hand with which to counter. Such maneuvers as slipping, sidestepping, ducking, bobbing, weaving, feinting, drawing, and shifting allow a two-handed attack. The counter blow depends on the method used in avoiding the opponent's lead as well as upon the lead itself. First, have opponent committed and out of form. Second, fit in harmoniously to form a single functional unit. Third, coordinate all power to attack his weakness. Right lead hand counters for a straight right lead. By blocking or stopping, catch the opponent's lead in your left hand while stepping right, then drive a straight right lead to his chin. By parrying, parry to the outside guard position and hook the right to his solar plexus. Parry to the outside position and hook the right to his chin. Parry to the outside position and deliver a right shovel hook to his chin. Parry to the inside position and drive a straight right lead to his chin. Parry to the inside position and hook the right to his solar plexus. Parry to the inside position and deliver a right shovel hook to his solar plexus. By slipping, slip to the outside guard position and hook the right to his chin. Slip to the outside position and hook the right to his solar plexus. Slip to the outside position and drive a right uppercut to his solar plexus. Slip to the outside position and drive a straight right to his chin. By sidestepping, sidestep to the outside guard position and hook the right to his chin. Sidestep to the outside position and hook the right to his rear solar plexus. Sidestep to the outside position and drive a right uppercut to his chin. Sidestep to the outside position and drive a straight right to lead to his chin. Left rear hand counters for a straight right lead. By parrying, parry to the inside guard position with the left hand, then drive the left hand to the opponent's chin. Cross parry with the right hand to the inside position and drive a straight left to his side. By slipping, slip to the inside guard position and hook the left to his body. Slip to the inside position, drive a straight left to his body. Slip to the inside position and drive a straight left to his chin. Slip to the inside position and cross a left hook to his chin. Slip to the inside position and drive a straight left to his solar plexus. By sidestepping, sidestep to the outside guard position and drive a left across to his chin. Sidestep to the outside position and drive a left to his body. Sidestep to the inside position and drive a left uppercut to his chin. Sidestep to inside position and drive a left shovel hook to his chin. Sidestep to the inside position and drive a left uppercut to his solar plexus. Right lead hand counters for a straight left rear lead. By parrying, cross parrying with the left hand to the inside guard position and hook the right to his chin. Cross parry with the left hand to the inside position and hook the right to his abdomen.
Quick question about cross parrying. What does he mean by that? Like you're stepping back, like, are you stepping back like parrying, but like with your lead foot, like you're taking like?
I think he's talking about when you have your right leg forward. This parry and then this is the cross parry. I think.
Okay.
I think that's what he's talking about. So if the guy's punching with his, he's doing a cross. I think he's talking about cross parrying like this. Like you block, instead of blocking like that, you block like this and you hook him.
Okay.
I think that's what he's talking about. By slipping, slip to the inside guard position and hook the right to his solar plexus. Slip to the inside position and hook the right to his chin. Slip to the outside position and cross the right to his chin or body. By sidestepping, sidestep to the inside guard position and drive a straight right to his chin. Left rear hand counters for straight left rear lead. By parrying with the right hand to the inside guard position and drive a straight left to his chin or body. Parry with the right hand to the inside position and hook the left to his chin or body. Parry with the right hand to the inside position and drive a left uppercut to his chin or solar plexus. Parry with the right hand to the outside position and hook the left to his chin or solar plexus. Parry with the right hand to the outside position and drive a left uppercut to his chin or solar plexus. By slipping, slip to the outside guard position and hook the left to his chin or body. Slip to the outside position and drive a left uppercut to his chin or body. Slip to the outside position and drive a straight left to his face or body. Slip to the inside position and drive a left shovel hook to his solar plexus. By sidestepping, sidestep to the outside guard position and hook the left to his chin or body. Sidestep to the outside and drive a left uppercut to his solar plexus. The inside parry in the right jab is a straight right timed so as to take advantage of the opening left by his opponent's jab. It is a fundamental counter and used consciously or unconsciously by almost every fighter. It is used to avoid the opponent's jab and at the same time to sting and jar him. It is used to set up openings for other counters as well. It is used best against a slow jab. The outside parry and right jab is a jab delivered after slipping an opponent's lead over the right shoulder. It is a safe way to avoid a right lead while dealing out punishment at the same time. It is best used against a long-armed opponent as it adds length to the right arm. The right jab is parried and held momentarily to the right shoulder. The more the opponent steps in with his jab, the more severely he will be hit. It should be used in combination with jabbing from the inside position.
Quick question. He says to the opponent's right shoulder, like this is like a counter he's speaking about? Or you're taking the lead?
This is a parry.
A parry, okay.
Inside parry and right hook to the body is a jarring, sickening blow used to slow up an opponent. It is rather dangerous to execute as it brings the body within range of the opponent's left hand. As the right hand and shoulder drop, the right side of your body becomes a target for the opponent. Therefore, it must be used suddenly and depends entirely upon speed and deception for its success. The outside parry and right hook is used to bring down an opponent's guard to create openings for the left hand and to slow up an opponent. It is easy, safe, and effective. It often becomes an uppercut rather than a hook. Inside block and left hook. Is first a block and then a blow. It should be used against a slow jab or against a fighter who carries his right lead hand well out from his shoulder. It is a powerful blow but requires more practice and more accurate timing than most counters. It requires blocking a right lead from the inside and then shifting the weight forward and hooking the left to the chin. It is not advisable to use unless the opponent opening is apparent.
So he's referring to this technique where you just block, you kind of just strike.
Yeah, like an inside block, like here, and then a hook. So like inside block and a left hook.
but you pivot your body so that whatever strike that
Yeah, so
opposes
say
to
your
you.
right leg's forward, and he punched, like say with a cross punch, and you did an inside block like this, and then you hook him. The left cross is one of the most talked about blows in Western boxing. It is it's the counter most often used by all boxers. Delivered properly, it exerts terrific force. It is merely a left hook to the jaw crossed over an opponent's extended straight right lead. The opponent's jab is slipped over the left shoulder, and the left hand is then hooked from the outside across to the chin. It is easy to execute and is really a finishing blow. The straight inside left is a straight left timed to cross under and inside an opponent's right lead. It is best used against an opponent who steps well in with his right lead, and particularly in conjunction with the outside parry and right jab or right cross. It is a setup or finishing blow. It is easy to time and carries terrific power. The right hand must be carried high in position to stop or guard. The inside left to the ribs is a sucker punch in that it takes advantage of the natural opening created by any right lead. It is difficult to guard against. It is a straight left timed so as to drive underneath an opponent's right arm as he jabs, and is used to slow up an opponent or to shorten his arm. To minimize danger of a counter, feign to disturb your opponent's rhythm, causing him to unset as well as lose a period of movement time. Change your body position during attack by slipping left and right, changing levels suddenly, ducking, swaying, bob, and weave. A riposte is an attack, or more accurately, a counterattack following a parry. choice of riposte, like the choice of attack, is determined by the type of defensive movement one thinks that the opponent is likely to adopt against it. The opponent's reactions can only be ascertained by observing his unusual hand movements when recovering from an unsuccessful attack. Direct riposte is delivered in the same line as that of the parry. It is comprised of only one direct movement, inline covering, supplementary defense, trap movement, etc. The choice of using direct riposte rests on the reaction of the habits of the opponent. Observe, deduce, and apply the correct stroke. Indirect riposte by disengagement, counter disengagement, cut over, is made in the line opposite to that of the parry by passing the hand over, under, over, or around the opponent's hand. It is used against a fighter who covers after being parried. Make it smooth, economical, and covered. Simple riposte, direct, indirect. Compound riposte, composed of one or more feints. Simple or compound riposte, terminating in the low line. Any of these ripostes can be executed immediately after a parry, or can be delayed. Also, the riposte can be given with or without the help of a lunge. Whether the lunge should be used is determined solely by the opponent's speed of recovery from the attack.